Hey guys, Joda here, and what you're about to see is a pre-recorded video of me building a house. And yeah, I do explain in the video, but just to give you a little tease, what I'm basically doing is adding some of my story writing skills to this, giving the building I'm about to build a bit of lore. I explain it more in the video, so hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, nerds. Hey guys, Joda here, and for the love of God, I hope this is the final time I'm gonna record this. I tried 3 times before, and I failed, so let's try another time, and hopefully everything goes good. Now, if I remember to do an intro for this video, then you kind of know what I'm about to do, but I should explain it just a little bit more in greater detail. The video you see right now is of a pre-recorded building I am building for the kingdom. That for some reason doesn't make sense because I should read off the script instead of trying to ad lib. Um, yeah, so this building is a part of the kingdom, but not really. You will kind of understand more about the building once I start talking about the building. Now, I am a writer, not a very good one or a professional one, but I do consider myself a writer. And with this kingdom I'm building, I would like to give some of the main buildings, like the Hermit's house that I'm currently building, um, the Heroes Academy. Oh, not Heroes, Warrior Academy, the Magic Tower, the castle, all such stuff that I'm gonna be built. I kind of want to give them a little bit of a story behind them, a story behind why someone would live here or create this building, some lore behind the building. I've always loved to write, um, and in the future, I see myself writing. Uh, Let it be book publishing, writing for TVs, a movie, even writing for comics. I see that being one of my main sources of income in the future. This is one of my main goals in life, and it is something that I dream of accomplishing one of these days. And I thought, why not include some of my writing skills, knowledge, stuff from my crazy brain into this series I'm creating on the Jsano Fan Server. So, the first building on the list, as I said earlier, as said in the title, I am building the Hermit's house. This will be my main house that I will use to keep stuff in, sleep, have my enchanting table, fish out of. And under the house will be storage that I will use to keep items in. But enough talk about all of this stuff. Time for a little bit of lore. So sit back and enjoy the lore of the hermit and why he came to live on the outskirts of the kingdom. Enjoy. The hermit, before he became the hermit, was once a mighty warrior of the kingdom. But his story did not start with him being this warrior. No, it started at a young age, when sadly his family was killed. So with nowhere to go, no family to take him in, he was sent to the orphanage, where he lived until the age of 12. When he reached the age, he knew no family would take him in. Not yet a man, but no longer a boy, no one would want him. But it was always a place that accepted you, no matter what your family background was. And that was war. Men and women will always need to fight battles. So, from that day forward, he decided to try his hand at the Warriors Academy after hearing great tales of those who came to the academy before him. Hans the Swift, Lucy the Shield, Black Wing Johnson, and so many more stories of the strongest and greatest warriors throughout the kingdom. And he vowed to follow in their footsteps. Sadly, he failed. He shown no talent in the three aspects of the academy: fighting, both weapon and hand-to-hand combat, knowledge of history, battle tactics, and battle plans, which are basically the same thing as battle tactics, but who cares? Or any of the aspects of the arcane art, magic. He knew that this is what he wanted. He knew that this was his life to train to become the best, the very best, like no one ever was. He knew he couldn't turn back now. This was going to be his life from now until his last breath. So, he challenged every man and woman in the room that he would fight anyone to prove himself what a mighty warrior he was. And when a man heard his words, the man smiled and stood up and accepted the young boy's challenge. The man defeated the boy, but at that moment the man saw potential within the boy. And the boy became squire to one of the mightiest warriors in the kingdom and learned so much from him. The two often traveled the lands, going on different missions, and the soldier taught the boy to read, to write the history of the lands, and including skills on how to fight and a little bit of the arcane arts. And at the age of 16, the boy became a knight and went on more missions alone, with the warrior, his mentor. As time passed, a day came when the boy came back from a mission, only to hear that his mentor, the mighty warrior of the kingdom, had died on a mission. The boy wanted revenge and looked for the killer of his mentor, only to find nothing. He went on more. Sorry about my phone. That was awkward. Broke my concentration, but let's get back onto this. He went on more missions after, but he would often go on them alone. He would not take on a squire or be helped by another. But one day, a mission came along where he truly saw the lies of the kingdom and learned who killed his mentor. His mentor was murdered by the king of the kingdom. The boy was angry and enraged by the fact that the king, his king, the king that he served and his mentor served for a long time, had killed his mentor. But the boy knew revenge would solve nothing. And the king was much more powerful than he could ever dream to be. He had an army behind him who was ready to lay their lives for the king. So, he did the only thing he could do and left the army and the fighting behind him. He hung up his sword, his shield, and his armor and vowed a simple life, alone and on the outskirts of the kingdom, where he would spend the rest of his days never forgetting the mentor who was like a father to him, and the killer, the king.